What's good, Spring Valley? This is Justin. I'm here with Greg Melartin and Fins and Flims, and thanks for taking the moment with us here and talking. And this is your third year, if I'm not mistaken, for Fins and Flims?
Fourth. This would have been our fourth year. This isn't our... Normally we'd have our main event right now. It'd be 2 days. We'd have live music, pin-ups, grass rigs, all kinds of awesome stuff, bring 1,000 or more people to town. Due to COVID, the pandemic, we had to scale everything down. So we're just doing a drive-in movie and a cruise through town and a flyover. So, you know, we had to alter things, but we could still have fun during the pandemic.
Absolutely. So, a little bit of history. How did this all get started?
So, I moved back to Spring Valley in 2015. Got looking around. I'd been big into the automotive scene over in New Jersey, and I got to looking around, and Spring Valley was kind of dying compared to what I remember. So I knew what a positive impact that the car scene could have. So I wanted to bring back. Come here, Alina. I wanted to bring back a. This is my daughter, Alina. I wanted to bring back a car show and try to draw people to downtown Spring Valley to try to improve the businesses, give people a day to shop down there, hopefully showcase the vacant buildings in a positive light, and maybe bring in some new businesses. That said, with us having a drive-in, it was a perfect gimmick to really grow a car show. So I decided to resurrect the drive-in. I enlisted the help of several individuals and anyone that would come help. Jeff Thalwald, Julie Maliner, the Spring Valley Chamber of Commerce was our initial fiduciary. Jen Slifka and Chateau de Chic ran the pinup show the first year, and it was a great success. Second year we grew. We had grass drags, burnout. Second year, third year we grew. We had vintage camping. This fourth year was supposed to be even bigger and better. We were going to have more bands, more burnouts, more vintage camping, all kinds of stuff. COVID hit, so here we are.
Yeah. So, being that it's your fourth year now, you're nonprofit, right?
Correct. We're dedicated to educating the public about the automobile and its impact on society. Part of that is, you know, the drive-in was a huge impact. It changed the way that we had entertainment brought to us. People would go out and sit in their cars, and it would be just as much about watching the movie as it is about, you know, catching up with your friends and everything. So that was part of it. The A&W drive-in's a good example about how businesses have been impacted by the vehicle. 2 years ago, I went to the school and the STEM teacher, and I did a TIG welding class with them. We weren't able to do that this year due to COVID, but always looking for other educational aspects to bring to this. You know, the pinup show is kind of an immersive experience because it showcases fashion, which was greatly impacted through car culture. So that's a big part of it. It's more than just a festival. It's also about education. You don't really realize you're learning because you're having fun, but you are learning.
That's the best way to learn, is to have fun. So, with COVID-19, how have things changed? What regulations are you having to deal with today?
So, when all this kicked off, you know, we already had the drive-in stuff. We had the projector. We had FM transmitter. We had regular speakers. We saw this giant gap where, you know, mental health, emotional health social needs weren't being taken care of, although we had, you know, virtual social networks weren't being taken care of, and we saw a way to take care of those social needs, but in a COVID friendly way, where we could go out with the FM transmitter, keep everyone in their vehicles, and show movies, and people would have their social needs met just by looking through the windows at each other and waving. Racine jumped right on it, and we did 2 movies out there. The first one we had 150 spots in the lot we did it in, and the lot was filled, and we had to turn away just as many cars. Usually we can anticipate 30 to 80 cars. We do them for free, always free admission. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So speaking of cars, what do we got here?
1961 Imperial 2-door coupe. Her name's Miss Bella. Virgil Exner was the designer of the forward look cars for Mopar, 55 to 62 was really the end. This, I believe, is the pinnacle design. It's got the fins, it's got full floating headlights. The engine or the radiator's about here, so if you crash into somebody, you don't. Yeah, you can hide people in here. You know, back in the drive-in days, they used to sneak people in the trunk. You get about 15 back there and about 5 up in front. So
20 for the price of 5.
Yep, there you go.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg, for being with us here, taking some time with us. Really appreciate that. And also, if you want to follow Fins and Films, they're on Facebook. Greg Melartin, also, you're on there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So check them out. Stay up to date with all of the ones that you're going to be doing. Sounds like.
Yep.
Check them out.
Byron's our next one. Good Neighbor Days. That's next weekend. We don't have anything set up. Well, we do have a private one for some immune compromised individuals in a nonprofit called New Horizons. Public's not invited to that one because they're immune compromised and their safety is more important. Usually we don't, have private ones, but this one is for a good cause.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, sounds great. So stay up to date with everything they're doing, and make sure you stay up to date with what we're doing at Discover Spring Valley MN, and we'll see you next time.